All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got Buzelis, Kobe White out there with ball. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the 3 spot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Giddey. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Curry finds Williams. Here's Simpson. Shoots over Ball. Good D by Ball. And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that.
Connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by White.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Bridges outside. Williams with the screen. Charlotte, no good that time either. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Buzelis. Ball with it. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Simpson. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Williams with the screen. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 5.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Poke loose. Pass to Vucevic. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And that one's good. Green.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now White. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Williams against Vucevic. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Pass to Simpson. Green for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Ball passes to White. Ball, a screen on Bridges. White for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. B.A.?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. A minute 31 left to play in the first. To get back on track. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
And he might have the best hair in the NBA. First one falls. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Williams comes in for Ball. White hits them both. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
From outside the arc. Doesn't go for him. And Curry's got the ball here for the Hornets. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
This one for three. Williams grabs the board. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Giddey passes to White. Here's Buzelis. Beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Smith with it. Takes the three. The shot off that time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Chicago ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Bulls leading by 3. On the court for Chicago, Javon Carter is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Smith. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. Smith passes to Huerter. He takes it in, goes to the reverse layup, and drops it in.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Here's Smith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
That's good from Smith.
And for Smith, the quickness, the jump shot, the potential. I mean, it's all there.
Terry's checked in for Chicago. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Williams. And he banks in the layup.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Smith outside. Buries it down low.
Tough make by Smith inside. He had to work around their physicality.
Bulls leading by 3. Terry, the pass to Smith. Now here's Herder. Here's Terry. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Herder can't hit. And for Charlotte, they're shooting just 33% so far in this game. Smith outside. Back to Okogie. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
To the left wing. Here's Buzelis. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland.
Well, you can't say enough about what he did on defense. 3 blocks and made those shooters very uncomfortable.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. Some changes for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Nurkic, and it's Bridges in for Green. And the Bulls also making a change. Collins, he's checked in for Terry. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Smith right side. Pass to Buzelis. It's Herder on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Not going to go that time. Charlotte trailing. Smith outside. Williams, a screen on Williams. The 3, Smith. The offensive rebound. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They lead by 4. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And while they were favored to win, they ran into a buzzsaw. Ultimately came up just a little short.
Smith passes to Bridges. Chicago with a rebound.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's White. Off with the layup. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Smith against White. Bridges outside. There's a screen. Shoots over Vucevic. Bridges misses.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Pass to Giddey. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Hauled in by Curry. Hornets trail by 4. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Outside Giddey. And here's White. Smith outside. Giddey with a screen on Bridges. Smith against Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And Charlotte making a change here. Green is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Bridges. Williams, a screen on Smith. Three-pointer, Bridges. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
White on the wing. Smith outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. Ellis is checked in for Smith. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Ball outside. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Giddey passes to Vucevic. Some solid defense from Williams. Miles Bridges has been on display for the Hornets. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks a lot. Coach Billy Donovan here with us. And Billy, what have you thought about the defense in the first half?
Did a pretty good job. Fouled a little bit too much, but overall it was a good job. But we got to do a better job offensively ourselves.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
In a game this close, you want to attack the paint. Get yourself some easy looks. Get to the line, man. Get to the line.
Yeah, they become addicted to the jump shooting. We have seen teams win that way, but inconsistently.
Moving on, let's get you up to date on the games that have already concluded. The Lakers grabbed the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City, and that's 2 victories in a row for them.
Not a big surprise on that one. I hate to say it, but I think Kenny called it.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, you look at Miles Bridges. Man, has he been playing well.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. We've got Mark Williams, Green out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Simpson in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Hits a three-pointer. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Vucevic, a screen on Green. It's Giddey on the wing. Green covering. 4 on the clock. Here's White. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 5. Pass to Vucevic. Outside White. Over Curry. White can't hit. And for the Hornets, they're shooting 36% for the game. Not great. All right, let's take this chance to see the players who have been the top rebounders since the All-Star break. 5th, Mark Williams.
Since the break, we've seen a renewed focus from him on the boards, and I know his entire team appreciates that lift.
That one's off. And he's good on the second.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Pass to White. From 12 feet. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. White's got 7 points.
He gets his man on the ground and stays in rhythm on that shot. So special.
My goodness, he certainly got the defender with that move. My ankles are hurting all the way over here.
And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Mark Williams. And here's Charlotte now. 2-point game. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Just 2 games before the playoffs get going. Let's see how the field might look. You look at Chicago, the season is winding down. They sit 9th on the outside looking in currently. And, of course, there are the Hornets, 5 spots from the top. Here's Simpson. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Bridges. Back to Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Giddey passes to Vucevic. Green against Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Giddey. To the middle. Vucevic's shot is off. The Hornets with a lead. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside, Green. 3-pointer, Bridges. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside White. Here's Buzelis. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul of the game for Chicago. Williams is checked in for Ball. And Herter's subbed in for White. The Hornets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Herter. Vucevic, a screen on Smith. Outside Herter. Vucevic with it. Williams defending. Shot clock at 5. Here's Giddey. And that one drops. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Outside, Green. Outside Curry. Over Giddey. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got his first basket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
That puts him in the lead. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Pass to Diabate. Back to Smith. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Herter on the take. And that one is hammered home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And that one's good. Green.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pick by Vucevic. Herter passes to Giddey. 3-pointer. Diabate grabs the board. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Smith outside. Fires for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williams finds Herter. Drops in the layup for 2. Herter's got 6.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Smith no good. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Chicago ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And for Chicago, let's take a look. We've got Kevin Herter, Zach Collins out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Williams, and it's Horton Tucker in at the point. Herter up top, covered by Smith. And here is Williams. Outside Horton Tucker. Back to Williams. That three's off the mark. Charlotte trailing. Smith with the rebound. Herter against Smith. Outside Horton Tucker. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Bulls.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Now here's Smith, defended by Horton Tucker. Now Smith. Here's Salon. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Collins outside. Pass to Horton Tucker. Williams with the screen. And the basket by Horton Tucker. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Smith. And that one's good.
Yeah, the quickness and skills of Smith on the ball. I mean, the defense just can't keep up.
Well, Chicago's shooting at about 44% so far. Collins with a screen on Smith. And the basket by Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker's got 6 here in the quarter.
And after a sketchy first half, they're now looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Okogie, the pass to Nurkic. And Smith over to help. Back to Okogie. Here's Salon. He buries it from 3.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A new lineup here for Charlotte gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
And Allie, thanks. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Vucevic, a screen on Green. From deep, Giddey. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Bridges outside. Launches it. Buzelis grabs the board. Bulls leading by 4. White on the wing. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Here's Simpson. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Back to Ball. Three-pointer, Buzelis. That shot is off. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Green. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged, though.
Pass to Buzelis. That shot missing. Charlotte's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Bridges with it. Here's Curry. And it's all tied up.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
Oh, my. Turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
.141 left in the final quarter. Here's Simpson. Pass to Bridges to take the lead. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Hornets lead by 2.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Inside. Here's Vucevic. They get it back. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, defending Vucevic, it's rough and tumble.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. Charlotte is shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Bridges. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways, that time with a great bounce pass.
To the left side wing. Here's Vucevic. Cash. And that one brings him within 1.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
go. Just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Outside White. For three. Count it! Oh! An enormous three-pointer!
Important points right there from White, showing he wants more responsibility over time.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. .35 seconds left in the fourth. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
.29 seconds left to play in the fourth. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Big Vooch with a big bucket. That is clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. .23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Bridges with it. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. We've got Josh Green. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Simpson in at the 1. Outside Curry. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
5 on the clock. Picked by Vucevic. Ball no good. Hornets leading by 3. Bridges passes to Williams. Here's Bridges. The 3 ball. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 7 tonight. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for Charlotte. Bridges down low over Buzelis. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Bulls trail by 3. The 3 from Ball. The Bulls with another miss. The Hornets have gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. To the inside, Bridges. Can't hit that one. The Bulls have gone 0 for 3 here in this overtime period. Pass to White. Here's Vucevic. Williams defending. From 9 feet. The bank shot, no good. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Simpson. It's Bridges on the wing. It's hauled in by the Bulls. White looking it over. Here's Buzelis. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. Down the clutch free throw.
Those and one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Curry. Charlotte, no good that time either. Chicago with the ball. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. Money!
A great find by Giddey, a tall guard who sees the floor so well.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. It's deflected. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
The whole arena knows they need a three to force another overtime.
For three, Bridges. He's off from three. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. Hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So the Bulls win it. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Josh Giddey.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Brent, this game featuring two of the elite teams in the Western Conference.
Well, if you look through history, Kevin, the Western Conference has been dominant in the NBA. So much talent in this league, but it's been pushed to the left coast just a little bit. Multiple All-Stars and still teams fighting for the playoffs. So this is a huge matchup for us here tonight. And now the Lakers starting group. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. And the Lakers with possession here. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And typically a strength of theirs. 79% on the season.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And it's good, 2 points.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Now, here's Doncic, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts, and that's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. So they're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thanks, David. First free throw is good. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Doncic kicks to Hachimura. The three from LeBron. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder off to a quick start here. It's a 5-point game. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Five to shoot. He shoots again, and the layup is up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
And he's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. James outside, looking to end the run. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Throws it up high. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 6. Doncic looking it over. Launches it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Lakers. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to find out which teams have had the hottest shooters since All-Star. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Dort misses.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Doncic, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Working on Hayes. Off with the layup. On the wing, Reeves. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Hartenstein, and it's blocked. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? And he told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against New Orleans. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Here's Holmgren. After Luka Doncic's bucket. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They could use a bucket. He takes it up and lays it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Reeves outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Picked by Finney-Smith. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And he gets the bucket.
Those are just loose change points right there. Just found Dort out there playing hard and gets the second chance.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's James. Here's Finney-Smith. Still yet to score. James sets the screen for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Rockets in Houston. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Connect in at the small forward.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Reeves the pass to Vincent. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Vincent. Hasn't made one yet. Rebound by Williams.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Reeves against Wallace. Now Reeves. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Caruso looking for an opening. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket good. And now a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. The Lakers also changing it up. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's LeBron in for Connect. Hachimura finds Finney-Smith. Here's Vincent. Hachimura, the screen. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Dort misses. Lakers trail by 9. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Reeves with the screen on Dort. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
Over his long career, James has worked on his three-point shot. Kudos to the King.
Outside, Dort. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Kept alive. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
James kicks to Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to James. Hachimura's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Hachimura finds Reeves. Hachimura with a screen on Caruso. James, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one. Limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
Now here's Caruso. Following the miss by Rui Hachimura. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Vincent. Up and in on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Gabe Vincent. .115 left in the first half of basketball. Reeves outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now, here's Holmgren. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Lakers trail by 11. Doncic outside. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. That one's good. Just his 3rd make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game. Outside, Dort. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Williams against LeBron. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Five seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Hartenstein. And that one released in time, but no good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Checking out Los Angeles. They're in good position. Definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The Thunder leading by 12. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 5. Over LeBron. Williams can't hit. Lakers trail by 12. On the wing, Reeves. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's Doncic missing. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for Austin Reeves.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the first one at the line is good. And Reeves drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
And Shea putting it on a string so hard to stay on top of him as a defender.
LeBron powering inside.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander? First in scoring. And, of course, he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Back to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Now Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Here's Holmgren. After Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. James against Williams. Off on the layup.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Hartenstein with the screen on James. From deep, Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Finney Smith's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. Bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Hartenstein with the screen on LeBron. Let's go. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
Well, involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Reeves the pass to Finney Smith. To the middle. He's looking for James and finds him. James absorbing hits on the drive.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Doncic. And it takes a hard bounce. Lakers trail by 11. James, the bounce pass. Finney Smith passes to Hayes. LeBron going to work inside. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Williams, a screen on Reed. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Good on the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
James looking it over. Here's the 2-drop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Free throw drops for James, and the Lakers making a change here. And both free throws good for James. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take list of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 9-point game. So the Lakers 5 right now. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Connect out there with Vincent. And it's Finney Smith in at the center.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And he lays it straight in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to connect. Back to James. Hachimura with a screen on Caruso. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from James.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now here's Wiggins. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Now here's LeBron. Hachimura with a screen on Caruso. James finds Hachimura. It's good.
Hachimura ready, had that shot lined up.
The Thunder leading by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. Over to the left wing. Here's Vincent, defended by Caruso. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 3. Connect. No good.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
That one goes. Count it.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And then for Los Angeles, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Pass to Hayes. And here is LeBron. Oh, James muscles it in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
No good on the free throw.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up. Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He can't get that one. Lakers trail by 10. Pass to James. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And getting to the line at will, James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
And the first one drops.
You know, just thinking about it, every year the physical and mental toughness of LeBron just gets more and more impressive, maintaining his spot at the top of his game.
That one is no good.
the feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guy at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And it's Doncic missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. No good on the triple.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From deep LeBron. And the Lakers with another miss. The Thunder leading by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Thunder.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the three by the Lakers. 3 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Lakers with the rebound. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.